Kenya, a beautiful country, right? Amazing people, incredible long-distance runners. But we have this little habit. It's called tribal politics. It sounds complicated, but it's not really. It's like picking your favorite football team. Not because they are the best players, but because they come from your home village. This old habit, my friends, is a trap. Now, why do I call this a trap? Well, think about it for a moment. You vote for your cousin, let's say, even if he can't fix a leaking tap, let alone a whole country's economy. So, what happens to national development? Roads develop potholes big enough to swim in. Hospitals keep waiting for essential medicine. Schools are short of books, and our kids need them. That, right there, is the real price of this trap. This isn't some new trend, you know. It's more like an old, worn-out coat. Something we should have given away long ago. Even a former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, way back in October 2017, he said it clearly. He warned everyone, this has to stop. Tribal politics, it's a fundamental problem, a major source of tension and division. He saw it then. We all still see it now. And yet, the beat just goes on, doesn't it? Some leaders today, they are still playing the same old song. Take Kalonzo Musyoka, for example. In December 2024, what was the big strategy? To merge his Kamba community with the Jema Alliance, another ethnic bloc. Is this progress? It's like trying to win a sprint by constantly looking over your shoulder. Kenya truly deserves to look forward, not backward. It's a classic story, almost a movie script. A politician gets elected. They make big promises. I am for the people, they declare loudly. Then they get the keys to the big fancy office. And suddenly, the people seems to mean me and my close friends. It's a very sad playlist stuck on repeat. This problem isn't about one specific tribe. It's a widespread pattern of convenient forgetting. Forgetting exactly who they were elected to serve. Just look at some of the recent news. October 2024. Remember that? Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua impeached by the National Assembly. That's huge. Why? Allegations of serious corruption, accused of amassing $40 million in just 2 years. His official salary? It's much, much lower than that. People see these things. They're not blind. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where did it all come from? This isn't a one-time special event. It's more like a long-running television series. Remember the Jema Alliance, the Gikuyu, Embu, Meru groups? It was founded way back in 1971. It has often faced criticism. For what, you ask? For promoting ethnic divisions, some say. Sometimes these ethnic divisions are very useful. Useful perhaps for hiding other activities like, say, personal enrichment. It's an old trick in the book. So when our leaders are very busy perhaps with their personal bank accounts, or busy building up these tribal walls, who ultimately pays the real price? You guessed it. The ordinary Kenyan citizen every single time. National development takes a very long holiday. Trust in the government, it just evaporates. The money intended for schools, for hospitals, it often finds new, very private homes. So, what is the way out of this maze? It's actually quite simple, but it's not easy. It's called issue-based politics, a fancy term. It just means voting with your brain. Look at what a leader actually plans to do, not where their great-grandmother was born and raised. Will they build better roads? Will they create new jobs? Will they improve healthcare for everyone? Fix the schools? Those are the questions that truly matter. This approach is the total opposite of tribal kingpins. These individuals love the old familiar way. They need you to think about tribe first, last, always. He's one of us. We must support our own, they whisper. It keeps them in power. It keeps you divided. Even President William Ruto criticized ethnic alliances recently. He said Kenya needs issue-based politics. That's an interesting point, especially given his own deputy's situation. Maybe he's starting to see the problem clearly too. We all need to think, critically and carefully. Don't fall for the small, temporary gifts. A little bit of cash handed out before elections, a bag of maize, a brightly colored new t-shirt. That is not a sustainable development plan. That, my friends, is a bribe, a very cheap one. It won't build your child's long-term future. It won't create the sustainable jobs we need. It's a distraction. Please don't be fooled by it. Imagine a Kenya, just for a moment, where leaders compete based on their ideas, not based on who has more relatives in a region. The benefits of this would be absolutely massive. Better, more responsive government, truly accountable leaders. Development that actually reaches every single citizen, not just the politically connected few. A Kenya where your vote genuinely counts. For real progress for everyone. That's the dream. Now, who can possibly lead this crucial change? I'm looking directly at you, the young people of Kenya, the youth. You are numerous, you are strong, you have the energy, you have the passion. You are not as tied to the old ways of thinking. You were born for the future, not the past. You are Kenya's most powerful secret weapon, the generation that can finally stand up and say no more. This is your time, this is your moment, and some of you are already stepping up. We see young, brave activists emerging, people like Paul Nzioki. He's standing firm. He's speaking out loudly against tribal politics. Looking ahead to the 2027 general elections, saying, we want something entirely different this time. We demand something much better for our country. They are clearly tired of hearing the same old songs. They are busy writing a brand new national anthem of hope. This new mindset, this fresh perspective, this is so crucial. Focus on what truly matters for the nation. Development. Ask all the hard, uncomfortable questions. What about decent jobs, quality education, reliable healthcare? Don't let anyone ever tell you that tribe is your destiny. Political analysts are noticing this shift too. Alenga Torostert warned political leaders recently. If you stick to these old tribal games, you'll lose the youth. Young voters across Kenya want real, tangible change. So the power is genuinely in your hands. It truly is. You must reject tribalism. Embrace critical thinking. Always ask why. Vote for a future that you can actually believe in. A Kenya that works for every single citizen, not just for a privileged select few. Lead this change. Be courageous. Be bold. Be the generation that finally, once and for all, breaks these old, heavy, rusty chains of the past.